Hi everybody, this is Dawson. I'm back with another movie review for you today. And today, I have a most overdue movie review today. This movie came out on Valentine's Day in February. Finally getting around to seeing it. After many months of people telling me that this movie was terrible, I wanted to see for myself. I'm of course talking about the 2024 Marvel superhero movie Madam Web, released in 2024, directed by S.J. Clarkson, starring Dakota Johnson, Sydney Sweeney, Mike Epps, Tanner Raymond, and Emma Roberts, and Isabella Merchant. The plot of Madam Web, you probably don't care to know what the plot is, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I'm going to read the plot off of Wikipedia. So here is the plot of Madam Web. In the film, the origin story of Cassie Webb, played by Dakota Johnson, is explored as she confronts her past while trying to save three women from Ezekiel Sims. Whoops, hold on, my iPad went to sleep on me. Who wants to kill them before they become Spider Women in the future and kill them. That is your plot of Madam Web. Okay, here we go. Madam Web. Well, you've heard every review under the sun that you could possibly hear, and that you've all heard that Madam Web is a shitty movie. You've all heard it. You've all watched the reviews for it. You know Madam Web is a terrible movie. You know that Madam Web is a bad movie. I don't have to tell you that Madam Web is a bad movie. You have heard that it is a bad movie. And everybody that said this movie was bad was extremely right. This is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the worst pieces of shit I have seen all year. And it's only the fifth month of the year. May is almost over. It ends tomorrow. And I wish I could be talking about something else on this channel, but I haven't reviewed Madam Web. I know somebody is probably going to be asking me, where has Madam Web been? Why haven't you reviewed it? It's been out for 4 months. Well, I'm finally getting around to watching it because it dropped on Netflix last week, and I had to watch it. And I did. And I wish I could have skipped this movie, but I had to watch it because everybody was shitting on this movie, saying it's one of the worst movies of 2024. It's one of the worst movies of all time. It's one of the worst Sony Spider-Man movies, even though it doesn't have Spider-Man in it. And yeah. So, where to begin with Madam Web? Where to start with Madam Web? This is the only review where I do not have any positives with this movie. I don't have any positives. I guess the only positive I'm going to say is the cinematography in this movie looks gorgeous. This is a beautifully shot movie. That's it. The rest is not very good. yeah. I don't know where to begin with the negatives. Oh, with this movie. All I'm gonna say is this movie is terrible. This movie is very slow. This movie has one of the worst acting from everybody, including the villain. And I'll get to that in a second. I don't care for the characters. I don't care for Dakota Johnson as Madam Web. Dakota Johnson, she's a beautiful actress. I love her. I know she was in the 50 Shades of Grey movies, which I've never seen and I'm never going to. But here, she is just terrible in this movie. She's terrible as Cassie, whatever you want to call her. She's terrible as Madam Web. I don't know how in the world she is a paramedic in this movie, but she is. Okay, I'll give her that. Her mother died researching spiders in the Amazon. If you think that line from the trailer where she says, my mom died in the wilderness while researching spiders, that's not in the trailer. That's in the trailer. That's not in the movie. Sydney Sweeney as Julia Cornwall. That's the other Spider Woman. She's terrible. She's haunted by Sims. She's one of the girls that's hunted down by Sims because Sims wants to kill her. You have Isabella Merced, the other Spider Woman. She's wasted in this movie. She's the other Spider Woman in this movie. Yeah, I don't know. Kelsey O'Connor, that's the other Spider Woman. She's just a teenage girl from a wealthy family. But she has absent parents. And yeah. Emma Roberts, what the hell is she doing in this movie? As Mary Parker. Get it? Mary Parker. Get it? Spider-Man's mom. Or Spider-Man's aunt. I'm kidding. Then you have Adam Scott as Ben Parker. Ben Parker sucks. He's wasted in this movie. Carrie Bishop as Constance Webb. That's Madam Web's mother. She's terrible. We don't get to see her very much before she dies. But she's terrible. Excuse me. The villain in this movie, he sucks. Ezekiel Sims, he's a terrible villain. The guy that plays him, I have no idea who he is. I've never heard of this guy before. Oh no, I take that back. He was in Mary Magdalene, the Jesus movie. He was in Mary Magdalene. He was in Napoleon. I think he was really good in Napoleon. I love Napoleon. He was in The Eagle from 2011. Really enjoyed that movie. Yeah, but he's terrible as a villain. He's a weak villain. The story in this movie, it makes no sense. it takes way too long for her to become Madam Web. Guess when she becomes Madam Web? At the very end of near the climax of the movie is when she becomes Madam Web. That's it. That's a spoiler. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, what did you expect from this review? You knew Madam Web sucked because you've heard everybody tell you that Madam Web sucked. I didn't have to sit here and tell you that Madam Web sucked. You all know. You guys knew Madam Web sucked. I don't have to explain that Madam Web sucked. This is a terrible movie. I hated it. And on a scale of 1 to 4 stars, I'm giving Madam Web a 1 out of 4 stars. 1 out of 4 stars for Madam Web. Did you expect anything else from Madam Web to get a 1 out of 4 stars? No, you didn't. You knew it was terrible. Alright, there you guys go. That's my review of Madam Web. Don't see this movie if you happen to scroll past, if you happen to be on Netflix and you scroll past it, do not watch it. And yeah, that's all I have to say. So, this is Dawson. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time with another movie review. Bye.